The Supreme Court is open to revisiting its verdict, allowing women of all ages into Kerala's Sabarimala temple that had triggered large-scale protests and violence when the hilltop shrine opened last month for a few days. 5 judges led by the Chief Justice Ranjan Gogoi said they would hold and hear those review petitions in open court from January 22nd, but made it clear that its earlier judgment holds for now. The temple opens in 4 days for darshan, and this time it's going to be over a longer period of time, so that will be a challenge to authorities. The Chief Justice saying we make it clear there is no stay of the judgment and order of this court. The top court had on September 28th ended the centuries-old ban on women between the ages of 10 and 50 entering Sabarimala. It was a 4:1 majority verdict.
The advantage also is that there are nearly 50 review petitioners. Along with us, there are another 49 plus 4 writ petitioners as well. So everyone has a different, everyone has some more points to add. And there are a lot of issues that the court has to decide. The basic thing is the essential practice. Now, one of the main grounds that we have said is that whether the constitutional court can interfere into matters which purely pertain to faith. We are saying that this issue purely pertains to faith and nothing else. So you can't have you can't bring in constitution in matters of faith, and the interference of the constitutional body, a constitutional court, was wrong. And secondly, the temple itself is not a state. It is a private body governed by the board. So it had the rules, it had the power to frame rules as to who can enter and who cannot enter.
All right, well, let's go across to Vaidya for more on what happened in court. And Vaidya, many of the groups who wanted that this should not be allowed, wanted women not to be allowed to enter, are celebrating now. They're seeing this as somewhat of a victory. But you're joined by one of the petitioners. Tell us what they have to say.
Yes, in fact, of course, they say it's a silver lining for all the Ayyappa devotees. At the same time, there is no stay. The temple is opening on the 17th for a longer period up to January mid. So what will happen? We are joined by Mrs. Shilpa Nair, who is one of the petitioners, People for Dharma, a trust. So how do you react to this order today?
We are partly very happy about the decision because, usually the review petitions are not entertained and it's dismissed. So here actually they have said, the judges have said that they will consider our review petitions on January 22nd. So this gives us a ray of hope.
But the court has also specifically, categorically said there is no stay.
Yeah, this is quite unfortunate. We actually expected there should be a stay during the Mandala Kalam, because Mandala Kalam, we know the amount of crowd which is going to come, the devotees crowd. And this could actually, if the Kerala government is not with us, then I think this could really hurt us in many ways. The Kerala government is hell-bent on, getting somebody on there. But we devotees, we will not lose our hope in maintaining the traditions of the temple and the heritage.
So, but what will happen? See, the the temple opens on 17th for a longer period till Magara Valakku. Yes. So, violence is expected because court order still stands. Yes. What will happen then?
We hope there won't be any violence because devotees are more in number, so it should be quite peaceful. But at the same time, we don't know what the government is up to. The Kerala government, I would request our Honorable Chief Minister, Pinarayi Vijayan sir, that you are a Keralite, you are a Hindu, and you are born and brought up in Kerala. You know the traditions of Sabarimala and Lord Ayyappa. Please stand with us.
But at the same time, as a Chief Minister, you will have to obey the Supreme Court verdict also.
Has he obeyed all Supreme Court verdicts? Have he executed immediately all their verdicts? No, he hasn't. He has not. Why is he very adamant on this? Why? Because it is relating to Hindu Dharma. Why? It is because money is coming into Sabarimala. That is why this kind of,
Ma'am, tell me one thing. The court has said no stay. Is the petitioners willing to move another petition for a stay? Is anything happening on this?
Yes, we've been discussing just now with my lawyers, and we are thinking of approaching the court for a stay. We are planning it. We are hoping that we get a stay soon.
Ma'am, you are from the BJP in charge of the NRI cell. So how do you see this BJP and this protest together?
I belong to Bharatiya Janata Party, but in this case, in this particular Lord Ayyappa issue, I have not politicized it and I have kept it separate. I started People for Dharma 2 years back to fight for temples and temple traditions. At the same time, I'm with Bharatiya Janata Party for nation development and for helping people. I believe that Bharatiya Janata Party is not Hindu Janata Party. It is Bharatiya Janata Party.
So on January 22nd, suppose in case Supreme Court, after hearing 1 hour or 2 hours, if it dismisses, then if it dismisses your review petition on the threshold. So
I highly doubt that. Why? Because we have 40 plus review petitioners. We have new writ petitioners. The court has to see all this, scan this.
So you are hopeful?
And I think very hopeful. 100% it will be in our favor, the judgment.
Thank you, Mrs. Shilpa Nair. So Shilpa Nair, one of the devotees and also a petitioner, review petitioner, quite hopeful that Supreme Court will do something on behalf of the devotees. Back to you, Gargi.
All right, Vaidya, thanks so much for that. Let's go across to Sneha now. And Sneha, tell us about the reactions in the state.
Well, the Chief Minister is in a meeting right now. He has not officially responded, but definitely there is no sense of relief for the left government here. They still have to implement the existing Supreme Court order, which means that starting 16th November, when the Sabarimala temple is going to be opened, they have to ensure that women who reach there for darshan, women devotees between the age group of 10 to 50, they have to be given police security and have to be made available, and they have to be ensured that they get the darshan of Ayyappa. Now, in fact, the resistance to this is already coming forward. We had one of the activists, Rahul Ishwar, who has been against the Supreme Court's order, tweet just minutes back saying that they will resist all women's any move of women between the age of 10 to 50 to enter the temple. They will stop women devotees. So that is a clear indicator of what to expect. On the other hand, we do know of women who have started taking fasts in different parts of Kerala. They're not coming in front of the media and talking at this stage, but they have started taking those fasts. So how will it go forward? We've already seen in the 5 days that the temple was open, there was law and order issues, there were violence. Even in the second time when the temple was open for 2 days, there were several protesters, devotee protesters who were also right-wing supporters. They were gathered there at the Sannidhanam. So how would it be this time when lakhs of people are really expected to come to Sabarimala? Is perhaps a huge law and order challenge for the police in Kerala, as well as a litmus test for the Chief Minister. He has right from the beginning maintained that they did not challenge when the Supreme Court gave this order. They will not challenge if the Supreme Court changes this order, but he is duty bound to implement this order in the interim period, even as the BJP as well as the Congress in the state is putting up stiff resistance to this.